So, like I said, I have something to say. From a lady's perspective, I can definitely, um, you know, to some extent, I can definitely, will I say, understand some of the things around self-doubt. And let's talk about. I'm going to actually move over to like culture. Our culture can actually even affect how this self-doubt can come into play. Being a Nigerian in Nigeria, growing up in Nigeria, there's an expectation for females that once you're done with school, straight up, go and bring your husband, you know? So that's, can, and let's say you're now done with school and you can't find a husband anywhere, you tend to doubt yourself, like, what's going on? I was actually listening to I think someone was I was looking listening to a podcast yesterday, and it was so timely because they were talking about a lady was talking about how she was in school, she was a church girl. She's like, I'm a virgin, no one, I'm reserving everything for my husband. She finally got out of school and she realized that all the baddies on campus were getting married first. And she's like, I don't understand what's going on. All the bodies were getting married first, and they were sending her invite from all angles. And she already had the perception that, oh, I'm in Christ. When the one of the results of being in Christ is after campus or after I'm done with school, the husbands are going to keep rolling and they're going to keep falling from the sky, for me. And she came to a point, she's married now, but she was just talking about her story. She came to a point where she started doubting herself, like, what is even this Christian faith? Yeah, like, this is deception, this doesn't work, sometimes when you doubt yourself, you find yourself doing some kind of will I say immoral things, or you're breaking, you are like finding shortcuts around things, right? Now, still on relationship, I think you kind of made us switch a little bit. So still on relationship, I remember that um why I was done with school and, with all of this pressure from society after, finishing university, like, oh yeah, what's up? You're not in a relationship yet. What's going on with you? Are you okay? Did you check yourself? Is your character good? Society is just, those people are very brutal sometimes for ladies. In terms of like the expectations that they put on you.
So
Now, one of the
hard.
things that I actually want to highlight here is, you know, how this can actually cause self-doubt. Now, I'm going to take a little shift into like the Christian faith. I'm talking about like the Christian community. Now, growing up, one of the things I used to um, think, or I believe I was taught, because that was stick to my head, was being taught that as a lady, your purpose in life is to live the purpose of the man that you marry, right? Which, you know, that is what stuck to me. Maybe they preach something and I heard it's the other way around. But that is exactly what stuck to me because, like, as a Christian girl, I was taught that, you don't need to have your own vision, just wait for that man to show up and run with his vision. So honestly, personally, I had dreams and ambition, but I was waiting for the man that will come into my life to help me run, so that I can be running with his own vision too, and maybe add a little bit of my own there. Now, this is so wrong, and this is a very wrong um way. Like I said, I don't know how I got that communication. I'm not gonna say, oh, my church taught me this, but that was my mindset, that I needed to wait for that man to show up and tell me, dish out all his vision to me. I'll be like, I'm in support. Let's run with this. Without me having any dreams, any vision, even if I have mine, I have to subdue mine. I have to submit mine in a platter of plates and say, do you think this one is going to work, or do you want to throw it away? I give it all to you to either throw away or, that, like I said, that was my mindset. One of the things I realized, in in marriage was had no vision. I had nothing for myself. I had nothing to like run with. I was just like, okay, have fun. Now, where's your vision? Like, I need to run with something. Like, where's your vision? So it was a really, it's a really tough spot to be. And that definitely caused self-doubt. I was talking about self-doubt, talking about like how some of these things would be like, oh, you don't need to have a division, you don't need to have anything for yourself, just wait, and all of that.